Alright, here we go. We're changing the strut on a Subaru Forester 2012. It's only got 69,000 miles on it, and it's got some rust. 69,000, that's pretty crappy. I mean, it's good mileage, don't get me wrong, but for this many issues, it's kind of uncalled for. Let's put it that way. There's I left my jack there, and I also put jack stands underneath the bi-frame right there. So I just leave my jack there just in case. I got my leg up underneath there so I don't really feel like getting squished. Okay, here's what we got here. We got bolt there, but this is what I want to show y'all. This is a little bit of a trick if I can get it to focus. You take a chisel and you chisel you a line all the way across. Now the strut one ain't really going to help you none, but what this does is realigns the camber back to where it was, so that way people ain't got to go get alignment done afterwards. So you want to make sure it's marked on the knuckle piece too right there. Okay, and then once you pull that out and put on your new strut, all this will be new, so you won't have that marked there no more. So that's why you draw it on over there. So you got two bolts there. Now I'm going to show you something else right here. Now if you all can't get that loose right there, then what y'all need to do is go get a 3-pound hammer. I made this one out of a shaft for a Subaru transmission. Just weld it on there. I ain't got to do that, but it works. And also a nice little 2-foot breaker bar for your ratchet. Definitely helps a lot. Now I got lucky this time and everything came loose with an impact, so no big deal. Now the only bad thing is these little 12 millimeters right here you can break with the impact. Okay, so definitely want to watch what you're doing there. You don't want to break those off. You have to drill and retap it, or you can drill it and put a longer bolt with a nut on the back of it. All right, so there's your bolts that you're going to take loose. One's for your, this is your ABS line. Okay, your wire for your ABS. This is your brake line. Camber bolt, which is the top one, and the bottom one it's just a line-up bolt. It's straight in. Don't do your camber. All right, and then hey, look, somebody left a bolt down in here. How nice. Okay, and then you have 1, 2, 3 on top. Now I left that one on there. I'm gonna unscrew it once I get this bottom broke loose. So now I'm gonna pull all this out, and now I put them back in there so you can see where they all were. And I'm going to pull out these bolts after I pull those two, and I'm gonna knock it in, and then pull this out. Now the thing you gotta watch is I got a jack underneath right here, because these doggone newer models, whenever this knuckle comes all the way out, which I don't want it to, the axle will pull out of the transmission. Well, not out of transmission, it'll pull the CV joint right up in there. He'll leave that part in the transmission, half of it, and he'll pull the other half plumb out and pop it out. And it can be a pain in the rear sometimes to get back in. So that's why the jack is up underneath of it right there, just to assure that don't happen. Okay. All right, that is pretty much it. This guy kind of helped me a little bit, kind of cheating. Instead of compressing these struts, he bought me the whole strut assembly, spring and all, cap, everything. All I gotta do is pop this one out, pop it in. Now that is a straight up parts changer right there. But a few little tricks on your camber, because oh yeah, you gotta have alignment when you take it to the shop. No, you don't if you do this. Okay, that's one of the neat little tricks. My 3-pound hammer, I use that thing a lot, especially when the impact don't work. All right, y'all have a good day. Okay, got off here too early. I should went ahead and showed y'all this. Kind of pointless to show you taking apart a strut and not putting it back on. Okay, now these are cheap struts. I don't really like them. We'll see how they actually do. But right there is alignment marks showing you that I lined them back up. They're already torqued down, and I did tighten them back down with a air ratchet, which helped on my end. And as far as the ABS line bolt is in, and the brake line bolt is in. Okay, but I had to show y'all one thing that might help a little bit. Had this happen a few times, and I got all these tightened. Okay, all 3 of them are tight, but this center bolt right here, y'all got to make sure you tighten it and don't trust these companies, because they do back out and will cause problems. Make sure you do not loosen it. You will regret it. But other than that, torque this thing down. You'll be good to go. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy.